So
Okay, let's
senior
go, you
weekend,
guys. Yeah.
it's all sort of coming to a close. How do you feel this team is sort of clicking together?
I think we're playing well. The last game aside, that was kind of an aberration. We were awful on many levels, but overall, I think our team is playing well. And in this senior week is always gives you a little extra motivation. And I can't believe, honestly, that the regular season's coming to an end. It flies by. But this will be a big and important week for us.
Jacinta was one of the first people you signed after kind of bringing Bando in.
Maybe, yeah, that's
I
right.
think the first transfer
yeah,
you
I think
signed.
she was. Yeah.
What has she kind of meant to you guys?
Well, I said right at the start of the year, I thought Jacinta was going to be our most important player, and not knowing that it might not be in points and rebounds and those kind of things, but just her impact with our young posts. And I think she has more than made up for anything she could have done on the court. I think their rapid improvement is in large part because of her. I bet there's 2 or 3 times a day I will say to Ruthie or Mallory or Sierra, watch Jacinta, watch what she does. That's what you want to do. And so she's been a real valuable piece of who we are. She's a great young woman, gives in the community, is going to get a master's degree, for heaven's sakes. So she's really the whole package, and I think she gets it. She knows what she wanted to get out of her time here, and she's done that.
How would you best describe this senior class?
The personality plus. I mean, they're important to our, kind of our togetherness. I think every team has to have that so-called mother hen that keeps people organized and on track, and make sure everybody's on the bus and those kind of things, and they're on time. And I think our senior class, Marche and Jacinta, have both been terrific in that area. Marche is she's the one that keeps you loose. Both gyms this past weekend, they had drum sets in the stands, and so she went up, and they left their sticks there too, and she had a heck of a time at practice each day. And she's just, you notice before the game, she's the one in the center of the circle, kind of getting people fired up, and that's an important role to have. And then Jacinta, like I said, is the one that kind of keeps us organized, keeps us together, keeps us on the straight and narrow. She herself is usually toeing the line, so very important.
How well does Marche jam then?
Marche jams pretty good, and we asked her if she'd ever had any training. She said no. She's got great rhythm, and if you've ever sat down at a major drum set, it's not easy. It's easy to do this part, but then it's the kick part with your foot to keep the beat, and she's terrific, absolutely terrific. So it was a lot of fun.
When you look at Cal's roster and the talent they have, how dangerous are they this weekend, and especially next week when they'll be desperate to make a run?
Yeah, no, I think they're one of the 3 or 4 most talented teams in the conference. No question about it. And last year they kind of turned it on at this time, won a couple games in the conference tournament, and so they're dangerous anytime they step on the floor. And you just got to get on them early, because if you let that train run and roll, they're tough to stop. So we got our work cut out for us. It's going to be quite a challenge.
You guys obviously had an electric couple minutes there to finish that game off, but what did you need to improve on this time around for the first 38 minutes?
Yeah, well, I think we're a different team now. Sabrina really struggled to shoot the ball that night. It was her first weekend back. Maite was still struggling with her Achilles, and it was game to game whether she could even play. She wasn't practicing, so we weren't as sharp as I think we are now. Defensively, we're a lot better now than we were then. But I think anytime you play Cal, your number one is you got to take care of the ball, because if you let them get easy transition baskets, they become really dangerous. And the other thing is try and keep them off the offensive glass. We didn't do a great job there last time, so that's an area we've just got to do better.
You think it's good to end the season with this kind of competition to kind of get ready for both tournaments?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter who you end the season with. Our competition's good top to bottom, as we found out last week. Yeah, it's just 3rd year in a row we've finished the season with the Bay Area schools. So we'll have to talk to Pac-12 about maybe changing things up. I've never not finished with Stanford. And Cal is the second to last game. So, yeah, it definitely will test us. And going into next week, hopefully we'll be feeling good about what we did this week.
Stamina-wise, is a tough stretch coming up? As a whole, is the team looking okay stamina-wise?
Well, again, we've kind of stopped using the youth as an excuse, but the one thing that you have to consider is this is a long season for our freshmen. They're usually done after 20 to 24 games in high school. Well, this is going to be the 29th game for them, and season starts a lot earlier in terms of practice and that kind of stuff. So, hopefully they're feeling strong. They haven't hit that wall yet. That's why we really need to rely on our veterans like Jacinta and Marche and Bando and those kids that have been around the block a little bit. But I think health-wise we're in good shape, and I think mentally we're in good shape. I think our kids know what they're playing for, and I think we're playing some of our best basketball here at the end.
Which game winner was better, Sabrina's from the top of the key at Haas or Dylan's last night?
How cool was that? And I think the one thing that got lost on that last second shot was the scores. It was 66-66 when Sabrina took the shot and 65-65 when Dylan, but ours was much sweeter. Yeah, no doubt about it. Sorry, Dylan. And besides, he's already had one. I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, what's the big deal? Nothing new there. So it's a pretty special moment for both of them, and I think social media did it real justice last night. There was a lot of interest in that back and forth. So pretty cool.
Were you kind of surprised to see Satu was named to the Jordan Classic? Was that maybe one of the first international players in a long time?
I think Satu might be the first international player that's ever made that game. I think it's great. I think it's neat, and it's well deserved. And it was kind of funny. We put out on my social media last night, kind of put out 5 different clips of her last game, and because we kind of thought that she might make the team, and and then right on the heels of that comes the announcement. So really happy for her. She deserves it. She's a heck of a talent, and if she was an American player, you'd be talking about her as a potential national player of the year. She's very, very gifted at 6'4", to be able to take it off the dribble, to post up, to shoot with range. Defensively, she's a terror because those arms just don't quit. So pretty neat.
How's Lydia doing? Is she maybe be able to play again this year, or is she?
Don't know. Yeah, she's doing better, and that hand just still hasn't healed, and so she hasn't been able to go through practices. She can do a little bit, and some one-on-one stuff with the coach, but not much.
You still haven't made a decision on whether you would seek a red shirt then in that situation?
Oh, I think at this point, there's probably not a whole lot of reason to bring her back, this year. So, and my intention and hope is that she would be able to get a redshirt year, but that remains to be seen. We'll still haven't figured it out yet.
Sure.